Welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3 in part 5 of our Heinrich Kemmler SFO Grimmhammer campaign. In today's episode, we are here to defend against a rather large attacking Bretonian force. We are surrounding a Corone, so here comes the garrison of Corone over on this side. They've got 2 trebuchets. It's a pretty dangerous cavalry, all things considered, but it's going to take them 2 minutes to actually arrive. We have a fair bit of time to crush this initial force, and then turn to deal with them before it is too late. So I've got kind of a box up where I've got spears and zombies over here to just slow the enemy down. If we lose all of our zombies in this battle and all of our spears in this battle, that'd be just fine, because we would be taking the capital of Corone. So whatever we have to sacrifice, provided it's not our Black Knights, hopefully, I am happy to do so. Then the rest of our forces are just going to set up in the front. I'm going to have these skeletons throwing down with the Bretonnian peasants, and then the knights and crypt horrors moving in to crush the enemy knights that are going to be across the field as well. Let's get it started. Perfect, we're going to move everyone directly on in towards this first force, and then all the zombies up, just to be a nuisance on this side. With these guys spreading out a bit. Cavalry come on up over, and same thing with all the ghosts. In fact, we're just going to have the cavalry and crypt horrors focus down those knights errant to start aggressively. Mounted yeomen on the other side, that's not going to be an issue at all. Grab the group. Looks like they have been engaged now. Was trying to lure the paladin on in. That way we can drop a Krell and have Krell do some serious damage to this paladin here. There we go. Oh, he missed. Let's try to lock them in for a moment, give Kemmler some heals, and they should be able to throw down as one. Catch those yeomen. Honestly, if we have to just turn and annihilate that group as such, I'm happy to do so. Kemmler, come on away. Looks like we've got them well overwhelmed. You guys come onto the back line. With the individual ghouls going after the 2 casters. We're gonna get a little bit of poison on us, and they're gonna go after the corpse cart. Let's zoom on in towards them, that way we can kind of rip these guys apart that much faster. How many minutes till the enemy arrives? 30 seconds. Zombies, spread out a bit. Just have this unit of spears keep chasing. There's nothing they're really going to be able to do. We do need to deal with this group quite quickly. More damage to whoever we can. And also, oh, I was trying to get heals over to this lad here. Didn't quite work out as such. 100% miscast for this poor fool, and we'll bring the crypt horrors on through to deal with these yeomen. They're thinking that they are superheroes.
Heinrich Kemmler.
Might have managed to break those skeleton warriors. Good on them. Bring the knights on through to annihilate the battle priest in the front line of the enemy group here. Pull these spears back, because it looks like here comes the paladins. We'll send these zombies in to deal with them. Krell, can you come on back and karate chop 1 or 2 of these damsels? That'd be great. Now to go under fleeing. Perfect. Let's go ahead and grab both of the crypt horrors then. And send them wide. Looks like they're going to go ahead and charge them into that group with the Grail Knights. We're definitely in for some issues on the other side there. Here's come back. We'll have the lodestone cart come on forward a bit. I'd hoped that they were going to take that group down a bit faster than they had. That's alright. Let's have our own knights come on around and dogpile in on this group. Grail Knights are pretty dangerous, but if we can make sure all of our lads are fighting them all at the same time, we should be good to go. Some zombies should be summoned in if we can. Who's attacking our undead here? Summon some zombies on this lad and pull him on away. Once they're summoned, drop down the Spirit Leech. We definitely need to heal this front line. And Krell is not doing anything. Come on over and karate chop these knights, please. Let's not get caught in the Holy Wardens. And then we'll bring Kemmler on over as well to get some extra damage. Battle of the Grail Knights. Bonus versus large is going to be an issue. Have we eliminated the forces on the top here? Alright, that prophetess is gone. See if we can't go after the maces. We've got a couple that I guess just decided to ignore attack orders. Krell as well keeps ignoring attack orders. Get on over here, buddy. Update claimed to have fixed it. Perfect. Your healing is going to be very key. Let's drop in some zombies behind the group. Just keep their lords down. Krell, go after these Knights of the Realm since they've decided to come on towards you. You all can work together. Kemmler, what are you doing over here? I know I gave you an attack order. Let's bring him back towards these skeletal spearmen, give them some extra attack. And then do the old karate chop of this paladin. Keep overwhelming them. We are losing some zombies now. I'm going to send them back to the back line to go after the trebuchets. That is definitely our most important. The knights being able to just kind of charge around to wherever they like is a big old issue. Bring these lads away. Krell's in there, it's just I don't know if it's going to matter. Keep pulling back, and then cycle charging. Bog them down. You're getting focused. Let's go ahead and drop down the Spirit Leech on this Damsel of Heavens. Individual lords keep fleeing. We're just doing so a little bit too late. Okay, those knights managed to respawn pretty quickly. Keep them bogged down. We keep missing the ability. There we go. Heals on this group who are starting to waver. If they're below that 50% leadership, we should be able to annihilate the group pretty quickly. You need to keep staying away from the group. You're not getting bombarded with trebuchet rounds. Knights Errant don't have any magical attacks is the word I was looking for. Perfect, he's gone. He'll be coming on back. We need to get him and these spearmen around.
Now, with haste.
Horrors, come help out. Quickly, or we're going to lose our necromancer. Knights, come on through. We're going to let the spears hold the line.
Yes, awake, minion.
Might be a little bit too slow to keep him alive. Let's go after one of the prophetesses trying to break their morale, because we are losing quite a bit of our troops.
Life is a phase.
Life is a phase. Indeed. Sentiment of probably many. Kemmler keeps ignoring orders, which is really obnoxious. Alright, let's turn around and deal with this paladin then. A few more seconds before we have them back. Group is gone. Zombies turn on back around. Our knights have finished off the archers in the back line. It's still anyone's game, though. Get these Knights of the Realm to flee, we're really good to go. No more heals. Let's go ahead and drop down the Spirit Leech on these Grail Knights. They have limited numbers, so that should actually do some pretty good damage to them. Come on, Black Knights. Finish off those field trebuchets. You guys come on back then, I guess. We finish off that paladin. Finally, he is broken. We definitely need to pull you away from the fighting, good sir.
Now, with haste.
Although it may be too late. We may have to lose another necromancer for the cause. We turn around and deal with this group. Keeping his leadership intact, just keep him kind of behind the knights. These trebuchet teams are actually sticking in for quite a while. We are impressed. Alright, ghosts. We'll bring the Knight Zone over to help out with that fight. We are really starting to lose our front line here. Not quite close enough to use the staff, although they would be completely useless. Let's go ahead and drop it on these guys here. Have these zombies come on in. We need the knights gone, so our heavy hitters can't reposition until that's done. Alright, that's another lord gone. That's another huge leadership to these, drop to these foolish peasants. No more heals. But it doesn't look like we need them. Beautiful stuff. Let's have these knights pull off on these peasant bowmen here. Who is still fighting? Oh, it's the battle pilgrims who fight to the bitter end. Works for me. Beautiful decay. Let's, instead of going after the individual lords, we'll try to take down all of their chaff they've got left. You guys up in the hills, come on after this prophetess. And a marvelous victory. And the greatest part about this is even though we lost a ton, they lost a ton too. So the grave pits of the area are going to be filled up. We'll be able to recruit up lots of elite units just from the area, just from the battle. It's taken a while for these battle pilgrims to fall. Get him, Krell. Back to the spirit realm with you, sir. We absorbed a hit. The second one's probably going to be a little bit too much. And Bretonia's finest fall. I am going to do what I can to kind of chase down the defending forces here so we don't have to fight as many on the secondary battle, and I'll catch you in a moment. Alright, we secure a heroic victory, and look at that, our important units come on back. The crypt ghouls are resurrected, but looks like none of the skeletal spearmen or the zombies. We do get to bring back our skeletal warriors, which is great. So that was fantastic. We were even outnumbered by a more elite unit. Great. We are going to dominate the captives. It's a lot of replenishment. Competent protector. Extra leadership size while defending, which is going to be extra good for the vampires. We also need to quickly move up to take this settlement before Bellicor decides to burn it to the ground. So let's go ahead and claim all of our goodies. Evan Wolfbreak is on a balefire cart now, which is awesome. And let's go ahead and just, like he said, obliterate Corone. We gain any goodies here that'll help out in the obliteration. Mortal Horror, extra replenishment rate for it. Probably just Kemmler himself. Necrork gives us extra growth. Then Uncanny Prescience for a bit of upkeep production. Let's hold back on that one. We're going to keep saving our skill points for the Eternal Bastion here. Almost spent them unnecessarily.
Kill them, my children.
Evan, though. You, good sir. Construction time for all buildings. We might as well snag that one for its excellent, kind of passive. And then we'll grab the Wind of Death for sheer armor-piercing goodness. Moves quite quickly, but if you can get them in a choke point, like with most kind of armor-piercing wind spells, very dangerous. Heroic victory, you say? Well, let's continue the siege, and who can we recruit up to fix that problem? Oh, lovely. More Black Knights. Although we should probably just go for some skeletons. I actually think we are able to boost them up more than, let's just see, our Grave Guard. And the Grave Guard have a lot more armor, but they're also a lot more expensive, so I'm just going to grab some normal skeletons. And then one unit of Grave Guard with the Great Weapons, for just some armor piercing. And now what say you? A close victory with medium casualties? I'd say that's fine. Let's blow them up. Half the army falls, which is just goofy after what we've seen. And we shall go ahead and occupy Corone. Beautiful. The Rod of Flaming Death and the Dire Pack, hurling itself into the fray. The pack's teeth close around limbs and do not let go. I believe they've got a innate bonus versus large and the Tithe. Zombies, shuffling, mindless, ambling towards their foes on an unending quest for snacks. Alright, Talbert.
I'll be all-powerful.
Soon, you'll be all-powerful. I think we'll give you the Tithe. What's really different about them, they've got armor-piercing damage. And it looks like a bit of... No, they've all got missile resist. I think what's different is they've got that armor-piercing damage and a bit more melee defense. Sounds good to me. Snag the tithe on in. We'll go to battle over here at the final Bretonian settlement.
Bring me flesh to
Not even going to attempt to pronounce. So it's just a bunch of peasants at half health, and Bellicor is going to come on in to face them. Let's go for Banner of Eternal Flame on you, Scarecrow on the other hero, and then we'll go for some extra armor-piercing damage on the coach. 5 more and 10% more strength. Things good eat. And smush. That is fantastic. Well, Corone's gone. Rest in peace.
darkness. Come.
Well, I guess not yet. They still have Romaine here. Luckily, we finished them off quickly because I'm sure that's going to cause some issues with Reichland and the other Bretonian dukedoms that are to the south here. At Corone itself, though, is there kind of any... I thought Corone was one of our special settlements we needed to claim. Doesn't look like it is, though. How sad. I guess the good news is it's already got a Balefire Brazier on in for the extra vampiric corruption. 2.5 extra income. And then we've got the area for the corpse cart and cores as well. We're in just about everywhere. Grab some more trade resource buildings here. We can let Corone build up. I think we'll switch this one over to one of the others. Bretonnia already has our Lodestone of Darkness. I don't think we necessarily need that in yet another. Although that would give us a lot more of the horrors to use in battle. I'm not going to. We'll go ahead and demolish this one and switch it on over to likely one of the ghost buildings, the Spirit Well. I don't believe we are rolling with one just yet. Oh, we already do have a Spirit Well. I take that back entirely. Landing in Corone, then. Could just snag on in the Ancient Armory, which would make Corone quite dangerous. We're not going to use the vampires, though, so I'm not even going to go for this building at all. This is a ghosts and ghouls only. We're not going to tell Bellicor he's trespassing, although he should leave.
What will you ask?
We'll let him leave of his own accord. And if we have to smush the Shadow Master, so be it.
Bats and wolves gather.
Alright, well, for your army, Dark Pact for some extra leadership while attacking, we'll just continue to go for Children of the Night for extra experience for his hero, and that drop to upkeep.
You dare.
Meanwhile, we'll have the hero become very good at casting. Secondary point into the Invocation. What else do you really have? The Rod of Flaming Death, Flame Resistance, and Fireball. That sounds excellent.
Everything.
Hero has the Scroll of Lycos, which we could use for some nice flanking attacks with the Cryptors.
Yes.
You've got Trickster Shard, and then the Staff of Damnation. I'm thinking the Forbidden Rod is likely the one we're going to switch off. And snag this Scroll of Shielding for the ward save. That sounds good. We'll just hang on to this one for combining fodder.
Darkness comes.
You've got everything you can there, sir. Correct. Beautiful. Our ancillaries are all sorted, ready to go. We will ignore the skill point pass out to Kemmler. But here in Corone, we definitely want to increase growth as much as we can, so we continue to foster terror. Just hide around every corner and jump out and scare folks. Alright, looks to be everything we can get to. Let's check our diplomacy real fast. And Scryer still wants to make deals. And for now, I think we... Well, he's already fighting Talzin. Let's wait. Nothing surprises them, except for the fact that we're not going to make deals with you.
I am invincible by the light of the lady.
And we could just take peace with Corone now after taking all these settlements?
Bretonnia.
Yes. This sounds fantastic.
For the I approve.
Leave, Lewin. Go and become an exile.
Clan Scryer!
I'll take all your gold. Spend it anywhere just yet? Oh, we can indeed. We can grab the final scoured iron mine. Cursed iron ore is laced with warpstone. Such mines are prized. Ooh, probably extra explosive. Jizero also could go up to tier 3. Yeah, we'll do so. Make it extra defendable as well. Well, we've got the gold.
My minions are restless. This had better be important.
Well, hello,
for
Leif.
your sake.
Now, if you declare war on me, it's going to be, oh no, he wants to trade. That's a lot of double down arrow. Trading works. We've got a whole bunch of things to trade to you, but apparently you don't have much gold with which to trade. We'll just take whatever you're willing to give me. 154? That'll do. The Migration. Great Migration comes to our borders, demanding shelter from larger threats abroad. Do we let them cross into our territory or turn them away? We're definitely going to accept them and throw them into a pit, probably. Quite horrifying. New quests are afoot over here in the spider-infested valleys of wherever this area is, off to the east of Altdorf. Oak of Mist and Shadows. King Marbod fought alongside Sigmar himself in the great wars that saw the birth of the Empire, sacrificing himself to save the man who would unite the tribes of men. Such greatness of spirit is a noble thing for most, but to Kemmler, it represents only a potential source of power waiting to be tapped. Receives word of a likely location for Marbad's tomb in a southern Midland. Its innate power has drawn others to it, and the agent reports that a local tribe of forest goblins uses its summit for their rituals. However, no challenger is sufficiently daunting to deny the Lich Master an opportunity to paw through a trove of ancient grave goods, his unending search for power. We'll gain 5,000 dark magic, Cloak of Mists and Shadows, which will give us, will allow us to imbue fools with magical attacks, or at least just himself. As well as make him nice and fast. Replenishment control, 25 control, and then some blood kisses. We are going to be facing some orcs. This looks like a fight we can probably pretty easily win if it's just these lads, but it's likely a huge horde of orcs coming on over to face us. We'll build up a sizable unit ourselves, and we will teleport on over. Now we're hanging up the bones and the skeletons and the little paper ghosts all over the place. Things are looking nice and spooky.
You dare.
I do. What can you pull on in? Some spirit hosts? We definitely want to get some in Himmler's army.
Spread the rot.
So you were likely going to remove... Good question. It's the last of the zombies then. Himmler's army is not going to be so much a zombie army. And actually, I'm going to combine up some of these skeletal warriors because they are not actually going to be all that useful against the actual soldiers of Corone. So I'm going to use just 2 skeletal warriors. We've got 4 left over. We're going to go for 1 more spearman. And then we'll come on down south to grab those ghosts. So we'll grab the spears here. Those belong to me. Albert, we'll have you guys switch on off, although why can you... Corone and this area have different amounts of battle captives, or battle casualties in the area. Albert, you just moved to your Corone itself. That's a blood tax, sounds great. We hold off on that for now, though. Just to not irritate all of our peasants. Let's go for the ghost fence here at Corone. Is our most northern border. We'll want to make sure it's nice and safe. Kemmler, can you recruit in the ghosts I want? Indeed. 2 new ghosts for Kemmler. Gotta figure out what else to add into his army. Our raised Deadpool here is quite vast. You just grab a black coach next turn. That is likely going to be the way, too. Stay just in this area. Last. Or we come on over and take down Leoness. Next, as they don't seem to have any friends. Looks to be some spookiness going on over here. I think the Bretonnians are fighting.
Of the realm.
Orcs could be out and knocking around, causing problems. We shall soon see. Kemmler, are you up to 12 yet? You are indeed, so let's grab the Eternal Bashkin. Krell's combat ability is greatly enhanced, which means Krell will not degrade, which it didn't really seem like he was already, so we'll take it. Perpetual regeneration for our ghosts. White blades for our ghosts. Unlocks White Kings in all provinces. Yes, please. And then the Seeker of Secrets as well. Extra movement range. We'll grab all these passives first. We can definitely snag in a White King now. Keep the army that much safer. We'll likely replace our Crypt Ghouls overall because we're going to go for the Spirit Hosts for their Vanguard. Okay, I think we actually recruit them for more here in Blackstone. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to meet up with our White King. Let's find out. We get them at tier just 1, huh? Why is that? Recruit rank +2 for White Kings and all. Oh, only when this one goes up. Well, we will wait for our White Kings then. Scryer has a Plague Monk. Mochi keeps looking like she wants to jump over here. What are you doing? We're trying to conquer the world, Small Cat. Join me or don't.
Yes.
Kemmler, we definitely need to give you... Oh, we can just go for the Hex Raids. Well, hang on now. I mean, I did basically throw these guys to the wolves immediately. They are a tier above the Black Coach. Give me these Hex Raids. Devastating cavalry line here. I think we'll go ahead and get rid of our Crypt Ghouls and replace them with the Black Coach chariots. For now, though, we'll keep this army because it looks pretty dangerous, and we'll see about scaring Lyonesse.
Whether chivalrous or not, I will
Actually, you're in a defensive alliance with Bastogne, so if we start up a fight, brother, you're being allowed. We'll have to deal with everyone else. We pick on Adelhard, we pick on everyone. So let's bring Kemmler down and prepare.
World domination is ours.
I don't really see a reason to go into March. But we can.
Tempting. It will be.
Those are not really worth it.
Across the
Let's zoom on through. That works for me.
Honor before glory.
We'll come on over to this part of Jizero. Pretty sure that Lewin was going to attack us. He was going to break the peace agreement and attack us either way. I don't know if he's able to recruit any units. Let's move Talbert on down, and we'll set up kind of 2 ambushes. One for Lyonesse and one for over on Heinrich's side.
Bats and wolves gather.
And we'll see about dealing with the fools. Beowulfs, yeah. Square still wants deals. I don't really want any deals with you, though.
Unstoppable.
Slowly become better buddies with Vlad till he wants to join our faction. Gods are angry. Omens are ill. We can get a bit more growth for another drop to our control. Or we can pay for more control. I think we're just going to go ahead and deal with the angry gods. Give us all the growth. We shall stamp out all of the rebellions.
Spread the rot.
Kemmler, can we grab you a few more spooky nights? We could give you some more spooky wraiths. Which I'm going to get rid of these Crypt Ghouls right away. We're going to teleport on over and do the quest battle. We got lots of ghosts. We're ready to go. Let's jump on in. Oh, you cloak of mist and shadows. Let's go smash us some orcs. Kemmler to battle. Give us a close victory and they failed to spot our ambush. This surely is not all they get. Let's butcher them.
Oh, dear me. Oh no, we can't have this, can we? The treasures in that tomb, the spirit essence that was once Marbad of the Endals, is mine to harvest. not for these impudent goblins to worship. What a to-do. We shall have to sort this mess out. Punish these creatures, oh yes. Make them think twice about trespassing on the barrows of the dead. That's right. Slay the goblins, my wondrous wights, my warriors of bone, my monsters of necrotic flesh. Do my bidding. Release them of life. Then the mist and shadows will form around me. A cloak formed of the stuff of night.
Oh no. Definitely needed a little bit more epic music, or maybe some sinister music to be playing in the background while he was giving his slightly crazy speech. Let's take a look at these spirit hosts. All the new units to the front, Graveguard included, even if we've seen them before. You're new to me and you're clad in teal. Jump got ambushed by Grandfather Nurgle and his sneezes. Alright, so let's take a look at our spirit hosts as we just zoom on up into the space there. Look at them. Rather grim. They're all packing a shiv. Everyone has an Achilles and these ghosts all know it. What kind of extra abilities do these guys have? Feeble attacks, immune to contact effects, Strider and Perfect Vigor. They don't have any armor and they're quite... 75 resistance is pretty hefty. Let's run them down. They don't give... there's a certain unit that is going to induce heart attacks. I'm not sure if that comes from Radius or from SFO and which units those were, but they do make me chuckle. I believe it was the Tomb King's units. So where are the reinforcements going to be coming from? I guess that's the question. We likely want to lure them in until they're about between these two areas here, and then we'll swarm them. Especially since we don't exactly know where their reinforcements are coming from, so let's grab ghosts and give them kind of special teams where it's these guys on the other side. Great thing about the ghosts is they'll be invisible to start anyway. Go Skeletal Spearmen. Can we hide them at all? Going to be slightly difficult to do. Yeah, they're not going to try to hide very well, are they? That's fine. Don't mind them knowing where my spearmen are. They are going to be their doom. Spearmen on either side. I don't mind them also completely surrounding those spearmen against either side here. And then we can have kind of the big boys ready to smash down the center line. We know they've got some reinforcements coming in, we just don't know exactly what they're going to be. So, spears. Same thing. Except we'll pull it back a little bit here, so we'll go spears across this area. Yoink. And then, not these guys, perfect. Set them up kind of in a diamond formation. A bit like so. And we can have one of the corpse carts just kind of holding the line with them. The Graveguard, in case anything gets a little bit more spicy than intended. One Necromancer in the woods. We'll pull them back just a little bit. And we'll have Kemmler. Black Knights in the woods. Those birds are going crazy. The most rapid fire of tweeting. Throw all of them in these woods. Can we hide any of them off on the side? Those are a little bit too threadbare of trees. Only the neon blue ghost can hide there. What am I thinking? These over here. Can I pull them back in the woods where they're invisible? Come on, these guys can lay down. They've got forest camo. Not gonna work. Fair enough. We'll just let them know where they're at then. File on over towards our beasties, fools. Skeletal warriors then also, we'll just keep them in the middle. Well, I say that. I want the Crypt Horrors charged in the middle. It'll be fine either way. And then the Konigstein Stalkers can be up on the hill as well. Or can they not? See, this looks like a perfectly good place to deploy. Little did you know, it's covered in poison ivy. Not even the ghosts want it. Ghouls at the top. We'll just grab all of our normal infantry, corporeal ones. Ghosties and cavalry and beasties all together. Seems like a rather large category. Looks deployed. Smash some orc. Hello, ghosts. So, have you met Krell? Allow me to acquaint you. That's not going to be allowed. You better quit that. Kemmler dodged all of it like John Wick, and now prepare your cheeks. Hidden foes, huh? Also, quit that. Blasting out far too much Morky magic. Claims there's someone right there. Go get him, Shaman. I mean, whichever one of you wants to step up and fight, that's fine by me. Enjoy. Oh, Krell, you missed. You have one job. They're still not sure what to do. Trying to lure them on towards our lines here, especially with the extra Tweety birds. It's all hidden perfectly. They are not coming forward. We'll allow Krell to annihilate your wizard then. Oh no, the goblins. Please go after the great shaman of the orc variety, and then we'll send in the boys. Agreed. We sit in the boys. So we're gonna take very tactical positions. Where are my other ghosts? How do they both get deployed on this side? Well, that's a big old mistake. Now you guys go after. We'll have the two knights. Go after those orc boys. Raids go after the goblins in the back. Ghosts just go after those archers. Archers are for you. They're continuing to blast spells at Kemmler. Relax. We understand you've got issues. Ghost in, finish off that wizard there. Definitely needs the help getting to the spirit realm. Give the Black Knight some extra damage and Dr. Kemmler come on back over. First gears. Blast it through. He smashed in on those orcs. The Perseverers did a fair chunk of damage. Hopefully it doesn't get into our ghost, because that would be awful. And sit in the spears. Let's retreat them so they're not getting too much damage on them. Everyone else come on in. Crack them. War's back in. Looks like a lot of our ghosts are taking their sweet time getting to the enemy archers. What is this battle? The ghouls are struggling with the Arrow boys, but I'm not going to help them. They deserve it, 0. Yeah, we'll heal the good boys that are actually winning their battles. Heals. Spirit Leech. Remember we had the Trickster Shard, because every one of those explosions would have come at a cost. Surely this isn't all we have to fight. Have you guys hunt down the Lord there. The Savage Orcs are gone. Turn back around to throw some magic at us. Very brave. Let's hit and run Savage Orc tactics. And there's another Lord in there somewhere, at least for a moment. And that's seriously all there was to it? Victory. Alright, although that definitely does not look to be what should have happened. We didn't get to see any of the Forest Goblin Spider Riders that showed up, or should have been showing up, or the Biggins and their Boar Boys. So I'm definitely going to probably need to report that as a bug. I'm not sure, though, if it's caused by SFO itself or by one of our other mods that we have installed, so I'll have to kind of do a little bit of digging, but we definitely probably should have fought a few more orcs there. Either way, I'll take it. We're going to go ahead and grab the returning of the captives for a bit of dark magics. Heinrich was already quite awesome, audacious, but we'll take your praise. Perfect Cloak of Myths and Shadows are secured. That just means we have one final quest battle. being the Skull Staff. Corruption. Dropping the cost for Van Hel's Dance Macabre. More Dark Insight. That is great stuff. And actually, before these guys get taken out, let's see if we can have our Necromancers get rid of a few of them for some Blood Kisses. Ooh, well done. We're up to 3 now. Would send Kevin on out as well, but not this time. We're going to have you increase our overall magical reserves, then come on back to Wind of Death. Meanwhile, the Crypt Ghouls definitely performed quite terribly in that battle, so we're going to bring in more Ghosts, of course, because they did not perform terribly. They did great. They have claimed Mount Fort. I don't know if they already were set up over here. Who all are you fighting, though? Gun Knight, Sylvania, and the Disciples. Even if he declares on me, he would just then get overwhelmed by them, so we would just have to hold back at one of our fort positions here. Speaking of, how long till we can upgrade? We just need 10,000. Probably a good call to save for it then.
What?
Going to ambush, hang out front of Gizero. Albert, you're gonna do the same, but you can't get too far in simply because of Goofy. No vampiric corruption. Gonna cause us some problems. We'll do an ambush stance. And then we start off the war with all of Bretonnia. It might be time. You're at 2,000 predicted income, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and recruit in one of our bloodlines. We're not going to go for Victor von Karstein just because he is too vampiric looking. We will grab this lad once we do claim Musalon back, since that's where the Red Duke was before. I think the Red Duke is supposed to be a blood dragon, so the von Karstein will just take the place of the blood dragon in the meantime. And Hunter's probably not a bad call to just grab the ability now. Campaign line of sight for every subsequent turn. I'd also like to go down the Necroarch line pretty quickly. Headhunter for all faction characters. So this is a passive ability that will drop the melee defense of all lords and heroes. But it can only affect one at a time. It's still great. You have to be very close to them. This would allow Krell to absolutely curb stomp. And then instead of recruiting in the von Karstein or the Strigoi, we could go for the Blood Dragon. Let's do it. Let's do it. I mean, I'm going to grab this Strigoi first. But as soon as we go for Musalon, that's when we'll get in our Abarash. Siegfried von Drac. Abarash. Is this the... I feel like he would be a little bit too powerful to actually have in here, because he's more of a god figure for the vampires. Slava. Getting names mixed up. Yeah, let's go for Siegfried. Come on in, buddy. We need the goons. We can just use you as a single entity monster, rolling with Heinrich. Kind of similar to Krell at the moment.
I will devour
I'm not sure how you had movement, but I'll take it. We'll give you some ghouls. We're gonna make his army very ghoul and bestial, so ghouls and direwolves. Force Pardon, we can go ahead and grab in a few more ghouls, but I think I'm gonna save. After we said we were gonna save gold for the upgrade of the fort, we'll gain the gold through punching the Bretonians. We'd have to wait a turn for the spirit hosts. We may just go for them through the other style of recruitment then, so we'll just kind of hold off on Kemmler's group. We should be able to grab some nice ROR units pretty soon. Sternsman should be quite excellent.
Look on me.
Works for me.
And despair.
So, on me in despair. We'll give you some direwolves and some bats. Perfect. Let us now see how the Bretonians respond. Any gold producing buildings we can go for. Grungzint is in a little bit of a dangerous spot. How long until we can go for the upgrade to Marienburg? Several turns. Gonna be a little bit. Going to be a little bit. Let's go for just the gibbet for more income. So, gibbet for income. And then we declare war on Bretonnia? Yes, let's do it.
Your offer best be good, vampire.
He's currently fighting the Broken Axe tribe. What about you, Leonis? You have any more lucrative enemies? Ooh, Bellicor, perfect.
What the?
Don't care so much about the greenskins. I will make friends with Bellicor, though. This Romain is going to go up there to fight him himself.
No need to summon me where shadows form.
Join your war against Leonis, and you will give me a non-aggression pact.
The pact is struck.
Great. We have now signed a deal with the devil.
My technot, Lord
So
Icketclaw.
did the rest of them all join, or was it a deal to just join with one? Oh, okay, that's strategic. We're still going to join both wars, I think, is the idea. We wouldn't be able to upgrade Marienburg anyway, so let's go for the Gargoyle Sculptor's Garret. Sounds good to me. A little bit of a drop to upkeep for Graveguard, Black Knight, and Blood Knight units. We need to start working on kind of adjacent corruption. Bretonians are very good at stamping it out.
I will not betray you.
Alright, cool. So we're also going to go ahead and come on down. Grab these fools here. I'll join your war against Bastone. And you give me all your gold. I don't care about your non-aggression pact.
How nice to score.
We'll slit your throat and add you to our army. Reliability low, huh? Oh, these were both our allies. Yeah, some... At least not our allies. We had non-aggression pacts with Bastone. Well, no longer. Your fault for trusting us. Big old dummies. Okay, so Leonis has a little bit larger of a force than I had initially thought. We're gonna need to pull back. And instead they take down the settlement. Okay, I didn't actually think they could reach. Guardians can move quite a ways. Well, I'm tempted to take this to the field. They've got a couple of knights. We just don't have that match in terms of actual units where we would get crushed. Okay. Well, we learned the hard way. This group is a little bit more aggressive with their forces than I would have thought. They're going to start raiding as much as they can. I should have not done that. Okay, so Karak Ziflin is now besieged. Makes it a little bit spicy. We can see them off with an auto-resolve, and I'm going to. Be gone, peasant. Burn those captives because I need the gold. Executioner's Axe, that is perfect. That'll be going on one of our White Kings or Siegfried here. Okay, so these three armies, they're not very particularly elite. So we should go ahead and probably sacrifice this settlement here. So let's stop the upgrade, get that money back.
They will serve.
Which I'm very glad we can still do so. We'll come on back over towards Corone.
I relish the opportunity.
So I'm guessing that has the weakest garrison. Artois has the ghosts, which are pretty dangerous. Yeah, we'll pull back towards Corone proper. We'll leave the peasants of this settlement to fall. We send you out to take down some
You dishonor me.
paladins.
My lady will not allow
That would
it.
be fantastic.
Will do nicely.
Looks like you have 0% chance. Let's come on just back to the army then. Punish those troops, bud.
Charnel pits. Bring me
You've got a war to
flesh
fight.
craft.
They go after Artois, that's just fine as well. So we'll scoot Kemmler forward our opponents here. 31. They cost so much less, is why I don't want to grab the Graveguard just yet. We might want to snag the bonus v large Dire Pack Wolves in Kemmler's group. Either way, we're going to pull him forward in ambush stance. 80% sounds awesome, and we'll have Siegfried just grab the dire pack. That'll work for me. Any more ghouls? The answer is no. We'll just grab some more zombies. 4 of them for a front line.
It will be done.
Doing just fine for our
Seeking souls. Tireless.
for our income. Try to keep it that way as long as we can. Gibbet up to the gallows. Upkeep production for own armies in province. Faction-wide upkeep production for zombies. I think that's the one. And then we'll take the mausoleum up as well. We'll get Graveguard in the garrison. That'll make Grungzin very hard to actually knock over, even for a pretty elite army of the Empire. Happy to see, happy to see. Should be able to press on through after we take down Bohemond. We can send our Strigoi over to take down Montfort. War rages on.
Clans.
Just a sign.
I don't want to fight all of the High Elves right now. We'll just let Nikari handle that one by himself. Thank you very much. Going to attack the settlement once more. Just farming up some experience, I can respect it. See, now this is a mistake. Unless everyone else is hiding nearby an ambush. Corone has been obliterated by Bellicor, which is beautiful. So has the Broken Axe tribe, which is much less beautiful. Well, we're about to be fighting a whole swarm of Bretonians.
I must keep my holy vow.
Aston is pretty
No!
well defended. And Bohemond is just hiding in here.
I am a lord of Bretonnia. Never.
How far can you move? Not quite to Jizero. Maybe we get aggressive. Tribute a grave gift. The armor many soldiers are buried with is brought back to the surface. A gift from the grave. Upkeep production for skeletal warriors and spearmen, and 10 more armor for both. Now, working on the Defiler of Ancient Barrows. Actually, before we do so, hold on, Marcus. See if we have unlocked any of our dark powers. Oh, we do. We just need 10,000 dark magic. We're a bit broke, aren't we? We can move over and go after Montfort aggressively. We're just going to take attrition in their lands being... things not being all sickly and such. Okay. Best way to lure them in... I'm not sure, actually. Figure that one on out. Go for the gibbet just for a bit more gold. And we'll bring Tobert on over.
I'll be all powerful.
I will
Helena.
not.
She's neglected her knights.
That's
Poor
what
Helena.
Gather.
Alright, Marcus, we need you to have a little bit more of the raise dead capabilities there. One more point into such. And we charge on the Bretonians here.
You dare.
I do dare. That is all the time I've got for today. I have been Space Wizard Total War. Remember to leave a like for the like god and a sub for the sub on. We'll see you all in the next one.